Hello everyone and welcome back to this course. In this video we're going to be going over our jQuery and what should be in our index.js. Now first we're going to get right into it with our images. Now if we're going to write an if statement, but first we want to comment things. This is a great way to write notes and just tell yourself what exactly you're talking about and what this code means. If player 1 wins, which this is like the slot, so it's kind of going to be like, if this slot goes over this slot, then that's player 1, if blah blah blah. And now we're going to write an if statement. And in our if statement, we're going to put random number 1 is greater than random number 2. Greater than random number 2. And in this if statement, we're going to do document.query selector, just not selector all, just selector. And then this, we're going to put the h1 because we're targeting the h1. We're getting the inner HTML of the h1, and we're equaling that to a statement saying player 1 wins. And we can even find an emoji. We'll figure that out later, like from our other index.html. We honestly could just copy this fry and rice. So player 1 equals rice, and player 2 will equal fries. Okay, so player 1 wins, and then else if, which is like, it's the else of the first if statement, and it's also an if statement itself. So else if, we're going to put random number 2 over random number 1. But before this, we can even write some code here to show that it's going to show that if player 2 wins. And this will not show up on the code, just to let you know. The player 2, the comments will not show. Now, in here we're gonna write our document.query selector. Basically the same thing we did above, but just for, it's just gonna say player 2 equals player 2 wins, and then we'll do the same thing and then add just this little fry. Now at the end, we still have to have our else statement to match up with our original if statement. And in our else statement, we're going to put document.query selector h1.innerHTML draw. The reason we're doing draw is because there is a chance, since it's random, that you could get the same number, the same image. So we're going to put document dot selector h1 dot inner HTML equals draw. Oops. Which then we'll have to do. Make sure to add your semicolons on the end. And let's see our website. There we go. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, I just went over a few things and I realized there was a few things messed up with the code, but I'm here to help you. So basically right here, just make sure you don't have any typos. Because for me, I wrote images, which is not right. You need to write image 1. And make sure all your document.query selectors are saying the right thing and that you spelled everything correctly. And another thing too, with the renaming, I renamed because as you can see, this is now fruit 1. This is because you have the random number, which it wouldn't work with fruits because it's not a random fruit, it's a random number. So you can label 1, 2, 3, 4 for your fruit and it will work. And then you have, some people might have like really small images, or like maybe it's not even showing up. Just make sure you're going over all of that, because I was getting that problem where it wasn't even showing up. So you have to look at everything. I looked at my HTML. I realized, oh, I had forgot to put, it was just fruit. It was just apple, but I need to put a fruit one because that was a new apple. So whenever you change something, make sure everything that's linked up to it is changed as well. Then I went to my index.html, found out everything was good to go. Then I went to my styles and started messing with my image size, because 50% is pretty good, but you still have to go over it and look at some websites to see how you can do image different sizing so the images are the same size. This is what it looks like right now. It's obviously working, but as you can see, my images are a little wonky. That's because I just need to fix them. Just fine with me, and then you just have player 1 wins, player 2, eventually you got draw. So this is a really cool website, and I'll be doing my next video on images.